When I was a kid, my parents bought an old Victorian house. It was beautiful, but it had an attic we were told never to go into. But, you know, kids, curiosity is a curse. Welcome, seekers of the strange. Tonight, we delve into the chilling tale of a house and the whispers that dwell within its attic. This story comes from a Reddit user haunted by their childhood home. But it wasn't the wind. The whispers got louder, clearer. I started to hear my name. "Come play," it said. I told my parents again. This time, they looked scared. They said the previous owner had died in the attic. One day, I snuck up there. It was dark, dusty, and cold, and I heard whispers. Not words, just sounds, like someone was trying to talk through a thick blanket. I told my parents, but they just said it was the wind. They moved us out the next day. But sometimes, late at night, I still hear them. It was a late night, pouring rain. I was hauling a load across state and saw a figure standing by the roadside. A woman soaked to the bone. I felt bad, so I pulled over. She got in, didn't say a word, just sat there, staring straight ahead. Highways at night can be lonely, desolate places, but sometimes the loneliness isn't the scariest thing. Sometimes it's what you find along the way. This tale comes from a truck driver who learned a terrifying lesson about picking up strangers. She told me a story about a car crash, a terrible one. A woman died right where we were at 3 a.m. I started to get nervous. I looked over, but she was gone. Just vanished. The door was still locked. After a while, she finally spoke. "Do you know what time it is?" she asked. I checked my watch. "Almost 3 a.m., I said. She just nodded. Then she asked, "Do you know what happened here at 3 a.m.? I didn't. I slammed on the brakes. And there she was, standing in the middle of the road, staring at me. Her eyes, they weren't human. They were black. And she smiled. When I moved into my new apartment, I noticed a large antique mirror in the bathroom. It was beautiful, but it felt off, like it was watching me. At first, I dismissed it, but then things started to happen. Mirrors, they reflect our image, our reality. But what if they reflected something else? This story comes from a woman who discovered a terrifying truth about her new apartment. I tried to ignore it, but it got worse. The face started to talk, to mimic me. It would repeat my words, but with a twisted, mocking tone. It told me things, terrible things about myself, things I never told anyone. I'd see shadows moving in the reflection, even when I was alone. I'd hear whispers just behind me. And then I saw it. A face, not mine, staring back at me. It was pale, gaunt, with dark, hollow eyes. One night, I smashed the mirror. I couldn't take it anymore, but the face, it didn't disappear. It was still there, in the shards, staring back at me.